Oh, and I'm pretty heartless when it comes to timing. So when you hit 5 minutes, I'm a very busy executive, right? Don't I look it? Good. I will cut you off because I'll only have 3 minutes left to give you.
We're going up.
That's me.
Did you just say that as soon as we get up there, we have 5 minutes, or you start to 5 minutes once we get?
I got a busy man. Busy man.
So is their time started?
Busy man, I tell you.
Yes.
Very busy man. Oh, got a message. It's a guide to do. Ah, we made $650 million on that deal this morning. Nice. I can live with that. Well, it was just this morning.
Yeah. We haven't got to the rest of the day. All right.
No, we have not.
How women can lead to corporate success at CGS Health. I'd like to start with a quote by the Chief Operating Officer at Facebook, Sheryl Sandberg. We cannot change what we are not aware of, and once we are aware, we cannot help but change. So moving forward, our goals. Currently, 25% of CVS Board of Directors are women, and we want to move towards 50% of women on the board. This is to diversify decision-making skills that women have compared to men, and promote the opportunity for women in other higher-up positions in the company.
So women in the workplace, Tannen explains that women's communication is different from men's. This is explained by lunch meetings. Men tend to go out with, or go to lunch with their bosses, and that's easy, open conversation. Starts telling are able to boast about their achievements and everything like that. And women just tend not to go to lunch with them. So that's the difference between women and men.
So women have equal capabilities of men, however their linguistic style is different, so they can be perceived differently. For example, they like to share credit, so they use we instead of I, which they wouldn't receive, they wouldn't, their accomplishments wouldn't be recognized, and then they act modest, so they don't like to be boastful, so that can be tough. They ask questions, so that makes them seem ignorant, even though they're just trying to gain knowledge. They apologize a lot, which makes them not seem assertive. They give feedback in a way where they point out your strongest suits first, and then they go to your weaknesses, which with that they wouldn't necessarily. Your strongest, the weaknesses that you need to improve on aren't being recognized. Managing up, they don't like to talk about themselves as much to higher up levels, so they won't get that promotion that they need. And they can be indirect, and that obviously isn't good because then it perceives them as not thinking clearly or being assertive.
All right. So just to make some things clear about the effect of having women in higher up leadership positions, there's a lot of different companies, big companies in the Fortune 500 lists that have women as CEOs. Some of these is General Motors, IBM, Pepsi Company, Lockheed Martin. These all have women CEOs and they're very successful. There's an article written by CNBC that talks about the effect of having women in leadership roles and why diversity is good for organizations. An organization like Apple, for example, who used to be #1 on the 500 list and is currently ranked higher than CBS. They have over 30% women in leadership positions. It's shown that when 30% of women or more are in leadership positions, the company goes up and is 15% more profitable. And there's lots of other examples like that, and after that's pretty clear, it's proven that women and diversity helps decision making in the organization.
So there's a lot of organizations out there that help some of these Fortune 500 companies to better, move towards better diversity in the organization. One of them is Leader Exchange. It's fairly popular with those companies. Leader Exchange says that 80% of companies have a commitment to better diversity, 16% with a specific target, and 33% have some sort of implementation program. The biggest issue with that is that the 80% of companies, a lot of them just have a pretty vague statement. It could just be no
Well,
gender.
listen, guys, I'm a very busy man. Are there any questions from the rest of my team for this group of people?
Who are you?
CBS.
Yeah, so we're a consulting company working with CBS to sort of go on about like how to get more women in diversity in the workplace.
So you guys are part of our company then?
Now we're a consulting company. You have asked us to come talk to you today.
Oh, which one? Because I'm seeing 6 of them today.
6 of today, hour the Leche.
Leche Verde.
Oh, okay. So you guys are leeches, is that what you're telling me?
No.
No.
Leche.
Leche. Oh, okay. Yeah, I'm pretty excited about what you guys have to say here. Seems pretty cool. What do you guys all think? Yeah? Anything we need to know or we should know from these folks? Anything we need to get? All right. Well, thank you. Much appreciate your time.